occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh?
Yep. Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour.
Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds.
Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard.
You drive in a circle.
You don't even steer.
Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old.
Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Welcome to Preston High School JV game, just about wrapped up here.
This is a barn burner.
Yeah, 25 seconds left. 24.3 in fact, and the Bears, courtesy of that layup you saw during the intro, took the lead by 2 at 45-43. This has been back and forth, up and down. both teams in the bonus, so both teams shooting the rest of the way. And Preston has the jump ball as we come into JV basketball. So some bonus coverage for you. We should have gone on the air about 5 minutes ago. We waited to try to get this game over, but it just kept getting more and more intense. It's been a back and forth affair.
Yeah, it's been a good game.
Yeah, so we got bonus basketball. The C team game was pretty much just like this. Preston eventually pulled away and won by 4 in the C team, but it was similar to this, back and forth, tied with about a minute and a half left in the game. And this one has been just back and forth. The first quarter, it looked like Preston was going to run away with it. They took a big lead, had the lead about 20-6 at one point, but Bear Lake came back, took the lead in the game, late in the game, and then Preston was able to get the 4-point win. So it's been exciting basketball over here so far on this Tuesday afternoon from Preston, and I'm sure the varsity game will be fun to watch as well. Both teams coming into this game after having a few days off. Bear Lake hasn't played in a week and a half, and Preston played a week ago today. They beat Marsh Valley in that game in overtime. Actually, no, they lost. Yeah, they beat Marsh Valley.
Oh, she was
in overtime.
So much.
Bear Lake gets the steal and will try to run clock. And finally, Preston's going to get the foul and send Paisley Lloyd to the foul line with 15.6 seconds left, and Bear Lake with a 2-point lead. So both teams have had some time off during this holiday break. That game with Preston and Marsh Valley, that makes this a barometer game for the Bear Lake Bears, because Preston beat Marsh, as we said, in overtime in their last time out. And that was last Tuesday. 48-46 was the final score. Common opponents, the Bears beat Grantsville, Utah 58-28, and Preston lost to Grantsville 47-41. So Bear Lake beat Grantsville by 30, Preston lost by 7. That was in that tournament. Syracuse, Utah, Preston lost by 30, 60-30. Bear Lake lost by 5, 53-48. And then Sugar Salem, another common opponent, Bears lost by 9, and 2 seconds left and finally get a timeout. 2.4, it's a 2-point game. And Sugar Salem beat Preston by 30, 53-23. So you go by common opponents, Bear Lake should have the advantage. You go by max preps, and max preps gives Bear Lake a 18-point advantage in that. Bear Lake is ranked number 2 in 4A at 7-3, and Preston is ranked way lower. They're in the 5A, so it's a little bit different ranking. In fact, I can look that up real quick while we're talking. But when there's a number that you can compare regardless of the division they're in, and when you compare those numbers, it puts Bear Lake an 18-point favorite in tonight's game against Sugar Salem. So overall in the entire state, and that is not correct. That has Bear Lake at 2-6. So I think I'm on something, not on the correct thing here. But I'm looking for Preston's ranking anyway. Bear Lake is, like I already said, number 2 in 4A, only behind Sugar Salem. Sugar Salem, the defending state champions. And Bear Lake and Sugar Salem have already played this year once. And at the buzzer, Preston misses. The Bear Lake Bears JV holds on. Comes from behind, in fact, to get the win. Oh, I'm on boys. That's why this is wrong. I'm like, this is not the right schedule. What's going on here? So I need to switch to the boys. But the Bear Lake girls team is ranked 18-point favorite against these Preston Indians. And Preston overall is ranked 14th in 5A, and Bear Lake ranked second in 4A. Overall in the state, Preston is ranked 79th, and overall, the Bear Lake ranking is probably not going to be too bad. 10th, and Preston 79th. And I knew that was going to be pretty good because the Bears beat Malad the other day in their last time out, and Malad overall is ranked
ninth,
and they weren't ranked number 2 at the time Bear Lake beat them.
Right.
So Bear Lake ranked number 2 in 4A, number 10 overall. Preston ranked at the bottom of the 5A and number 79 overall in the state of Idaho. Bear Lake an 18-point favorite, but you never know what could happen. As you said on the way over, as long as Bear Lake doesn't have the holiday bunk, did you call it? Or something like that. As long as Bear Lake is not doesn't play down to the because of the holidays, they are the favorite in today's game. And like I said just a minute ago, this is a barometer game for them because Preston in their last outing went to overtime with Marsh Valley before getting the win. So we'll get to see pretty much how Bear Lake compares to Marsh. Marsh doing well this year, ranked just behind Bear Lake, number 4 in the 4A rankings. So it goes Sugar Salem, Bear Lake, Fruitland, Marsh Valley, Snake River down at 11, and American Falls down at 19 out of 20. And right now, if the Bears were to play Marsh Valley, the Bears would be a 7-point favorite. If they were to play Snake River right now, 14-point favorite. And if they were to play American Falls right now, 27-point favorite. So Bears in a good spot to repeat as district champions since coming up to 4A. That would be back-to-back district champions and back-to-back-to-back because they were the district champion the year before in 3A and obviously went on to win the state title. Last year they were runner-up in 4A after bumping up, only losing to Sugar Salem. In fact, the state tournament was pretty lopsided. Bear Lake and Sugar blew out everybody else at the tournament and then fought hard and had a great game in the championship. So I wouldn't be surprised at all.
We're going to see a repeat there, I think.
I think we will as well. It doesn't look like. And
it's going to be a brutal repeat.
Yeah, between basketball, they play each other twice in the regular season, likely to find each other in the state championship again this year for a repeat of the state championship from last year. So the teams will know each other well by then if the Bears can hold on and do what they are capable of. But they got to take care of business today. And this Preston team is loaded with seniors. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess only 4. It looked like more. I saw a bunch of S's, and those are sophomores. 4 seniors, just 1 junior, and then 4 sophomores on the roster. Meanwhile, the Bears have a different look than that. They do have the senior leaders in Skinner, Alleman, and Crockett. I'd seen her out there and I was looking for her face. And Crockett, but they start a couple juniors and a couple of 2-year starters as juniors. Well, Brooke Bamey, technically not a 2-year starter. She started last year when Sadie Shaw was injured and then came off the bench the rest of the year. But Holly Wells, this is her 3rd year starting. So she's already got a state championship ring on her finger from her freshman year as a junior. So the Bears are loaded with younger players. Abby Humphreys coming off the bench is a junior. And Pelto, Walker, and are also juniors coming off the bench. And then Hunter, a sophomore that comes off the bench. Those are your main contributors. Romrell, another senior, has played actually quite a bit this year. She is the 4th senior on this team. So we'll see how the senior leadership stacks up for the Bears versus the Preston Indians. A lot of familiar faces out there from the volleyball season.
Yep.
Bear Lake and Preston played a whole lot of volleyball against each other in district because in volleyball and softball, Preston is in our league. In all other sports until next year, Preston is in 5A. Next year, Preston will dump down to 4A with us, and so it'll change. But we have seen these faces a lot because they played each other 4 or 5 times in volleyball this year.
A lot of times.
Between the regular season and the district tournament, it seemed like we saw a lot of Preston.
Yep.
So, and most of these faces are the same. Wakely, White, Knapp, and Whiteley all played volleyball at least. I think those are the main ones that I recognize, and that's 3 seniors and a junior are all from the volleyball team as well. So some familiar faces out here. We got about 4 minutes before we're going to tip off. We've got lots of other action going on. Lisa did a lot of prep, so let's go through what else is happening out there. In girls basketball, Snake River is playing Bonneville today, and South Fremont is playing American Falls today. College basketball, games of note. Utah State has a game tonight. That'll be on the Wave right after this game.
7 o'clock.
And so tune in to the Wave to listen to that one. And they play San Jose State on Saturday the 3rd. Also on the Wave. That one's a 2 p.m. tip-off.
Yep.
BYU, 10th ranked nationally BYU, has been on a break. And that's going to continue. They don't play until clear till Saturday. But on Saturday, they play at Kansas State at 12:30. Their first game of the Big 12 slate. And Utah is into Mountain West play because Fresno State and San Jose State are both conference foes. Utah was
they lost to Washington
yesterday. They've struggled.
Yeah.
Of the 3 teams in the state, Utah is really down in basketball. They play at Arizona on Saturday to start their conference slate, and right now they are dead last in the conference going into conference play as far as preseason. They lost to a national park, Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. By the way, Utah State has Grand Canyon as one of their very last games of the season. It's their second to the last game of the season.
Is Grand Canyon in the Mountain West now?
I don't know. I was going through Utah State's schedule today and noticed that they have Grand Canyon as their second to the last game of the season.
Let's see if they can lose to a national park as well.
Yeah.
Wyoming, if you're interested in Wyoming basketball, they are at Arizona today, and then they are at New Mexico, so they start their league play on Saturday.
Yeah, you can catch both of those games, by the way, on the SVI Sports Network as well on the Spur. So if you want to listen to the Wyoming games.
And Idaho State is 7-6 so far on the year. They host Sacramento State on New Year's Day, Thursday.
Yep.
And then they host Portland State on Saturday. So
yeah,
a couple of big games coming up for Idaho State. And in local, in bowl games, let's talk about bowl games.
Let's
that's
talk
what we all
about
really
bowl
care
games,
about.
Football, we're switching sports.
So BYU and Utah State have both finished their seasons. BYU played and beat Georgia Tech in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. And if you didn't watch the Pop-Tarts Bowl, first of all, fantastic football game. Of course, BYU won.
Would you have said that until the end? You were super frustrated.
I was frustrated.
Sitting in a corner, pulling some very ugly faces for a minute.
But they pulled it out. They got the win. And then we got to watch a Pop-Tart sacrifice. 2 Pop-Tarts sacrifice themselves.
It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous bowl game there is.
It is the best part of sports. And if you can't be excited about a Pop-Tart sacrificing itself, you don't love sports.
Sacrifice.
Utah State lost in the famous Idaho Potato Bowl to Washington State. Utah plays tomorrow in the Las Vegas Bowl against Nebraska. That is a 1:30 p.m. kickoff. Other bowls today, Coastal Carolina and Louisiana Tech. That one's probably just about wrapping up. And then a big one tonight, USC and TCU. That's a big game. Tomorrow, we get the college football playoff as Miami and Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. The other bowls going on, Michigan and Texas, and Iowa at Vanderbilt. So lots of bowl games. We're in the middle of bowl season. And then on Friday, we got high school basketball as the boys host Firth. That is a 5 p.m. varsity game on Friday for the boys basketball team as they have Firth coming to town. Early tip-off, 5 p.m. And then on Saturday, if you want to watch some wrestling, there's a lot of it going on. Come on out to the high school. It's for the Trade Memorial. And they will have about a dozen teams there besides Bear Lake. It's a big tournament. It's a fun tournament if you haven't ever been out there and watched it. Wrestling, wall-to-wall wrestling, 3 mats set up, and wrestling constantly from about 10 a.m. to about 5 p.m. on Saturday. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back right after this in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the cows. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back. National Anthem just finished up. And I know that you can't hear it through the microphone, especially when they just play it over the loudspeakers off of a phone. So that's why we took a break during the National Anthem. Not in any way out of disrespect for our country. Starting lineups for both teams, starting with the Bear Lake Bears, all in blue today with the black numerals, white trim. We got the senior Cortland Skinner, the junior Brooklyn Bamey, senior Desiree Alleman, and junior Peyton Crockett. Sorry, senior Peyton Crockett. That's hard to say those words. Yeah. Senior Peyton Crockett and junior Holly Wells for the Bear Lake Bears. For Preston, number 4, Mackley White. She is a junior. Preston all in white with blue trim. Number 10 is senior Taylor Wakely. She is a good athlete. She's their star in volleyball for sure. Number 11, Dottie Keller, a senior. They're starting a freshman. Number 14, Harris. And she's not on the Max Preps roster, so I'm going to have to remember that one, Harris. And then number 20, a sophomore, Pace Jones. So a freshman and a sophomore starting with 2 seniors and a junior for the Preston Indians. And we're ready for some basketball early in the afternoon. Still starting almost 10 minutes late, but the JV game was exciting. So, and they do have, I'm going to steal your paper roster because on the paper roster they do have Harris listed on the varsity roster.
Yep, that's great.
All right, it will be Wakely and Wells jumping it up at center court. Bears will be going right to left as we see it. You hear it for those of you joining us on the radio. Ball's in the air, and Bears control the tip. Alleman will hand it to Bamey, and the Bears have the basketball to start the game. Bamey into the front court, being defended there by Wakely. Looks like it's a matchup zone. Nice cross-court pass from Skinner to Alleman, but Alleman tries to pass it back out. It's knocked away. She runs it down the corner, and now Bamey with it. Nice cross-court to Skinner, to Bamey. Bamey, three-point shot on the way, just short, and the rebound goes to Jones. Quickly all the way down and misses the layup, and Wells will take it. Contested layup is no good, and Wells gets the rebound for the Bears. Nice pass, beautiful Wells, Crockett pass. Layup. Bears up by 2. Beautiful find there by Wells. Nice move by Crockett to cut baseline, get herself a wide open bucket. The Bears take the lead at 2-0, and then Wells will get the steal, and ball's tipped by Wakely, but Wells gets it back. She'll drive, it was a jump ball.
Good.
It still will be a turnover as the ball will go to Preston, but Wells went up for it, and the shot was blocked, which caused her to come back down. They call the jump ball. And here come the Indians with it. Wakely gets it to jump ball, and it's going to be Bears basketball. That pass went to Keller, and Keller was tied up, so another turnover right back. The Bears had the ball. The Bears have the 2-point lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard with 6:55 left in the first period. It's 2-0 Bear Lake. Bamey in the corner to Alleman. Alleman inside, nice pass.
Beautiful.
Crockett has the first 4 points of the game. Nice pass by Alleman. She found her teammate wide open underneath, and Crockett is 2 for 2, and the Bears lead at 4-0. Wakely to Jones. Jones will bring it up top and go over to White. Now back up to Keller. Keller to White. White back up top to Wakely. Now to Harris, the freshman. Back up to White. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wakely's going to drive, kick it out. Harris, deep three, no good. Rebound and put back by White is no good. This time the rebound to the Bears. Quickly to Bamey. Cross court to Skinner. Skinner will drive and have the ball taken away. It's going to be another jump ball. And that's Harris, the freshman, that reached in and tied up Skinner. So far, Preston's done a good job of getting their hands on a lot of basketballs, forcing the tie-ups. So the ball back to Keller, now to Wakely in the front court. She goes down to White, back up to Wakely. Wakely to Keller, to Jones. Deep three, fakes it but doesn't take it. She gets the ball back, it goes off her leg, and now Bamey nearly takes away from White. White will drive, Wakely pump fakes the three. Wakely looking for some help, goes to Keller, 8-second shot clock. Keller inside to Wakely. In the tall timber, can't get it off. Harris, the freshman, drives. She's tied up. Nice move there by Desiree Allman. Crockett cut her off. Allman reached in from behind and grabbed the ball, and the Bears forced the turnover. Preston yet to score, and that time they couldn't even get the shot off. Great defense by Bear Lake. Bamey in the corner to Allman. Allman to Bamey. Now back to Skinner on the elbow. Cross court in the corner to Allman. She'll drive, shoot, and she'll go to the line. She's fouled. She'll shoot two. So Allman will go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
Harris, number 14, picks up her first foul of the game.
5:08 left on the clock, and Allman hits nothing but the bottom of the net, and the Bears lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard by a score of 5-0. And the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, if you didn't get a Steel sign for Christmas like you wanted, it's not too late. Call Southeast Idaho Steel, and 2 for 2 for Allman. 6-0 is the Bear Lake lead. Wakely double teamed, looking for some help. Skinner ties her up. Nice play by Skinner. It'll remain Preston basketball. 29 seconds on the shot clock as the Bears double teamed Wakely, and Skinner reached in and got the tie up. The inbound will come to Wakely in the backcourt. And she dribbles it out of bounds. Nice defense there by Bamey to force the turnover. She went to do a hesitation dribble to try to get past Bamey. It hit off of her foot, and then the next dribble went out of bounds. So the turnover, and it's Bear Lake basketball. They have the 6-0 lead. Skinner on the elbow. Back to Bamey. Bamey in the corner to Allman. Allman come back out to Bamey. Bamey cross court opposite elbow now to Skinner to Allman. To Crockett to Wells. Wells misses but gets her own rebound. She's fouled on the putback. She'll go back to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
This foul goes on Keller, her first.
Hallie Wells back at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, where Allman was 2 for 2 just a minute ago. She makes the first and gives the Bears the 7-point lead at 7-0.
And number 14, Harris, leaving the court, being replaced by Whiteley.
So the freshman being replaced by a senior. Wells goes 2 for 2, and the Bears are up by a score of 8-0 with 4:35 left here in this first period of play. Jones cut off there at the elbow. She gets the ball to Keller. Keller tries to drive. Nice defense by the Bears. She gets it out, and it's knocked away from White by Bamey.
Avery Hunter coming into the game for Crockett, and their north
is Preston basketball with 4:26 left here in the first period. Now over to Keller. Keller to White. Looking in the corner, it goes to White. Wakely now up top. She'll go to Jones. Jones pump fakes, drives. She's fouled. We'll see who that goes on.
Go on Allman or Wells? Goes on Allman, her first.
I think Wells got the clean block, but Allman was in front of her. And it sends Jones to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, where she makes the first. That's the first points of the game for Preston. And the Bears lead at 8-1 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Here, early first period, well, about halfway through the first period with 4:12 left, and Jones rattles the second one home as well. And it's 8-2 as Bamey will bring it into the front court. A little bit of pressure by Preston now. Nice pass to Hunter. Hunter tries to go to Alleman. It's knocked out of bounds. They'll stay Bear Lake basketball. Nice recovery there by Jones. If that passes to Alleman cleanly, she probably has a layup. So nice recovery there by Jones. Alleman inbounds it to Wells. Wells will drive, kick to Bamey. Bamey to Skinner. Skinner down in the corner to Alleman. Alleman will drive. Tries to dish to Wells. She does get it to her eventually, but she's triple teamed. Nice move to get out of it, but can't get it up and over the rim. Misses the shot. The rebound goes to Wakely. Quickly up ahead to Keller. Keller will pass to White. White to Wakely. Wakely dribbles it off her foot and cannot run it down in the corner, but they say Hunter is the last one to touch it.
Humphreys coming into the ball game now for the Bears, replacing Alleman.
So Wakely will inbound in the corner for the Indians. Oh, we got another substitution first.
And for the Indians, Fulmer coming in for White.
Inbounds pass from Wakely goes up top to Jones. Jones up top to Keller. Keller to Whiteley in the corner. Now it goes to Fulmer. Fulmer will dribble back up top, go to Jones. 3-point range, 9-second shot clock. She finally finds herself open from three. She takes it, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Preston. Two Preston Indians had Humphreys sandwiched there on the rebound, and it goes out of bounds off the Indians.
Brinley Walker in for Skinner.
Coach Wells has a very normal rotation he does to keep these girls fresh. It's been very effective this year. Bamey in the corner to Humphreys. Humphreys will go back up to Bamey to Walker. Down underneath, it was intended for Hunter. Ball ends up on the floor. Walker and Fulmer will be in a tie-up on the floor. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball with 16-second shot clock. Humphreys will be the trigger. She'll get it into Bamey, and the Bears will set the offense with 15-second shot clock. Walker runs it down near midcourt. She'll go back to Bamey as the Indians have extended their defense a little bit.
5 seconds on the shot clock. 2. Got to shoot.
Walker will shoot the three at the buzzer, miss it, but the rebound is taken. Almost by Hunter, but they said that the ball bounced on the baseline before she could secure it.
Harris coming back into the game, replacing Keller.
The Indians have yet to make a basket in the game. Their only points have come at the foul line. They've only got 2. The Bears haven't scored in almost 3 minutes. And nice recovery on defense by Hunter to get the steal. And here come the Bears the other way. Bamey with it. And Preston has extended their defense out quite a bit. They're now picking up the Bears out on the perimeter. In the corner goes to Wells. She fakes the three. She drives, shoots. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around and finally taken by Harris for the Indians. So the Bears have gone cold, but they still lead it by 6 at 8-2. Jones all the way down, and she's tied up. Actually, they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call that on Bamey, I believe. Yep, that'll be her first. Second team foul for the Bears.
It'll send Jones to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, where she will shoot a pair. She has got all the points for Preston, and she went 2 for 2 the last time she was at the foul line. She misses the first here.
Austin Pelto now in the game for the Bears, replacing Bamey.
Jones will have one more. And she's now 3 out of 4, and then the score is 8-3 in favor of Bear Lake. The Bears started out the game 8-0, haven't scored in quite a while. They had the 8-0 lead with 4.5 minutes left. And now they lead at 8-3 with under 2 minutes left to play. Walker with it in the corner. Up top it goes to Wells. Wells to Pelto. Pelto lobs inside to Wells. It's knocked away, but Pelto gets it back in the corner. And she tries to get it to Wells, and they say she stepped on the foul line, the end baseline, sideline, before she got the pass away. So it's a turnover.
Really good defense there by the Indians.
And with 1:38 left, Preston will have the ball. The Bears offense has struggled. This Preston Indian defense has been effective. The problem for Preston is they have yet to make a basket.
Yeah. All right, Walker going to pick up her third for the team.
They'll send Carissa Whiteley back to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And after this first foul shot, looks like Peyton Crockett will check in, and foul shot's no good. So the score remains 8-3.
Crockett in for Wells.
Crockett has 4 of Bear Lake's 8 points on the day. And Whiteley makes the second. So it's 8-4, 4-0 run for the Preston Indians. Their defense keeping them in this one as they've yet to make a basket. All 4 of their points have come from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Walker finds Crockett. Crockett will dribble up top, go to Pelto. Pelto on the corner to Walker. Cross court pass to Hunter. Hunter drives. She'll kick out to Pelto through her hands, but she runs it down, and she'll go to Walker. 10-second shot clock, and Walker steps on the sideline. Another turnover.
All right, Whiteley coming out of the game, and Jones.
Oh, yeah, Whiteley went to the bench. The coach said, no, not you.
Not you. Keller, not Keller, it's White that's back in the game for Jones.
Wakely over to White. She dribbles into a 2-point shot, no good. Rebound will go to Pelto. We're under a minute to play in this first quarter. 8-4 Bear Lake. Nice pass to Hunter, back out to Humphreys. 3-point shot on the way, just missed. Rebound is going to stay with the Bear Lake Bears. That was the first Phillips 66 USA 3-point attempt, I think, in the game for either team, and it comes with under a minute left in the first period. It looked good, but it just rimmed out. Humphreys now into Crockett. Crockett, nice little fadeaway from about 12 feet, and the Bears' lead is back up to 6 at 10-4. That's the first bucket in at least 4 minutes of game time for the Bears. Harris, the freshman, with it, and she'll go over to White. About a 1 second difference between game clock and shot clock. White traveled.
Yeah.
She made a move to go down the lane, took an extra step.
Keller now returning for the Indians, replacing Harris.
Bears have 21 seconds to get the last shot. And if the Bears don't turn it over here, it's quite likely that Preston will go the entire first period of this game without scoring a bucket. Only foul shots are the only points. Nice pass to Humphreys. She'll kick in the corner to Hunter over to Pelto. Pelto, 3-ball on the way. Rims out. She gets to her own rebound. Nice pass into Hunter. Hunter up with it, and it's good. It's good. The Bears score the last 4 points of the quarter. The Bears go up after one period by a score of 12-4. And we'll be back in 60 seconds with the second quarter here on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
By a score of 12-4 as we start the second period from Preston. Starters back out on the court. So Bamey out there with Skinner, Alleman, Crockett, and Wells. Preston counters with White, Jones, Fulmer, Keller, and number 5 is Knapp. White with it up top to Jones, over to Fulmer. And then back across the top, it goes into the hands of White. White to Jones, looking inside. And they get it to Keller. She's going to go up over Crockett, no good. Rebound to Alleman, who gets it up ahead to Skinner. Skinner will slow it up now to Bamey, now to Wells. Wells back up top to Bamey in the corner all alone. Skinner for three. Yes, there's a Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot and a quick 30-second timeout taken by Preston. We'll keep it right here. We just got back from a timeout. That is the first Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot of the game made by the Bears, courtesy of Cortland Skinner. Phillips 66 U-Save, live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. And the Bears have an 11-point lead. That is their largest lead of the game. They led 8-0, and now they lead at 15-4. Preston cut it to a 4-point game at 8-4, courtesy of the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. All 4 of their points have come there. They are 4 out of 6 from the foul line, and that's their only points. Jones has 3 of those, and Whiteley has the other one. Meanwhile, the Bears put up 15, led by Crockett with 6 of the 15. So the Bears have still in their full court pressure. Ball comes into Fulmer. Now to Jones, still in the backcourt. Into the front court now to Fulmer. She's double teamed, gets it out front to White, over to Jones. Jones drives to the corner, cut off. She'll bring it back out to the top of the key and reset the offense. Fulmer on the elbow, 15-second shot clock. To White, to Fulmer, deep three. She fakes it, she drives, she brings it back out. Jones will shoot the three. She rattles it home, and there's the first made bucket of the game for Preston. It comes with just under 7 minutes to play. So they went 9 minutes of basketball without scoring a bucket, just a couple foul shots, and they make the U-Save Phil 66 three-point shot to cut it to an 8-point game. Alleman's pass to Crockett is knocked away by Keller.
Jones with 6 of their 7 points.
Harris quickly up off the bench, replacing Knapp. Alleman will inbound baseline. She lobs it into Skinner. Straightaway three. No, she misses that one. Rebound careens to White. She'll come up ahead to Keller. She left the ball behind, and White will pick it up. Drive the lane. It's blocked by Wells into the hands of Alleman. Now to Bamey. Bamey will push it in the front court. She lobs it inside to Wells. It's knocked away from her. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball.
Wakely coming into the game now, replacing White.
And Alleman will inbound for the Bears on the baseline. 28-second shot clock as it comes into Crockett, up and no good. And then on the rebound, they call a foul on Bear Lake.
They call that foul on Wells. That'll be her first.
Bears lead is 8. It's been as many as 11. Preston just has the 1 bucket in the game. That's a 3-point shot. Still yet to make a 2. And that ball goes through the hands of Fulmer. I think in her defense, Bamey got a fingertip on it, which put it offline of what she expected, and it goes out of bounds off of Fulmer, so it's Bear Lake basketball. Bamey over to Skinner. In the corner to Wells. Low scoring affair, and Wells is now fouled as she goes to dribble up to the top.
That foul goes on Fulmer, her first.
Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard shows the Bears in the lead by 8 at 15-7. Here with just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Low scoring affair, good defense by both teams. And Skinner will lob it to Alleman. Alleman drives, goes to Wells to Crockett. Crockett up and in. Crockett having herself a day. She's already got 8. Nice pass from Wells, and the Bears lead is back to 10. Harris will dribble in the corner. She'll lob it. Clear across court. Wakely in the corner. Fulmer. Bears defense recovers. Fulmer comes out to Jones. Jones will shoot the 3. Jones rattles it home again. She's got 9 of their 10. And that is another Phillips 66 U-Save. 3-point make for Jones. Bamey being double teamed. She'll get it to Alleman to Wells. Wells will shoot the 3 to answer. No good. Alleman will secure the rebound. She comes out to Skinner. Skinner inside to Wells. Wells, nice bounce pass to Alleman. It rattles down and she's fouled. Wells. Charles Girl on the court for both teams. Gets the assist for the 2nd play in a row. And sends Desiree Alleman to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. with a chance to get a traditional, old-fashioned three-point play.
Fulmer picks up her second foul.
And that foul shot is no good. Harris will get the rebound. 19-10, your score on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard as Keller drives. Bamey almost took it away from her. I don't disagree with that call, but
No.
it was really late.
Yeah, yeah.
He waited till after it was a scramble for the jump ball before he blew the whistle and called the foul.
Whiteley coming in for Fulmer. Bamey just picked up her second foul, by the way.
Wakely gets the ball into Jones. Jones up top to Keller, over to Harris. They're looking for Wakely in the corner. Get it to her. Now to Fulmer. Keller, turn around. There's the first 2-point make of the game. And with 4:40 left in the first half before Preston gets a 2-point shot, but because their defense has been good, it's only a 7-point game. And then Alleman gets the rebound of the Crockett miss, and the Bears reset. 4:20 left in the half. Bears lead it by 7 at 19-7. And Alleman gets fouled again going to the hoop. Nice move by Alleman to draw the foul.
That goes on Whiteley, her first.
Whiteley, and Wakely. That's kind of rude.
Third team foul for the Indians.
Desiree Alleman back to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. This time it's good. She's got 3 points now on the night. She scored the last 3 points for the Bears.
Pelto in for Bamey.
And the Bears' lead is 9 as she goes 2 for 2, and it's 21-12. Wakely with the ball in the backcourt for the Indians. She gets it ahead to Harris. Harris back out to Jones. Now they'll set the offense. Wakely to Jones. Jones directing some traffic. Back to Wakely on the elbow. She looks for a cutter from Keller. Pass isn't there, so she comes back up to Jones. Now to Harris, still out deep. Harris cross court. She goes to Jones. Jones will drive baseline. Great defense there. The Bears cut her off. Set her too far underneath the hoop. Rebound by Wells, outlet to Skinner, left-hand layup good. Bears lead is back to 11 at 23-12. That is a game high, and that's 5 points for Skinner, and then a turnover in the backcourt as the Bears' pressure defense forces the errant pass, and Crockett will take her 8 points to the bench.
Humphreys will replace her.
Hunter, actually.
Hunter, I'm sorry.
It usually is Humphreys. It's Hunter this time.
Well, I put Hunter on the computer. I just said Humphreys.
Nice pass from Skinner to Hunter, but the foul beforehand. Hunter probably gets the bucket there, but they whistle the foul.
That goes on Harris, her second. Now Humphreys coming into the ball game, replacing Alleman.
Bears lead is a game high 11 at 23-12 with 3:28 left here in the first half. Humphreys will trigger on the baseline. She goes to Wells in the corner. Wells with the dribble, and she'll get it out to Skinner. Skinner dribble drive. She gets all the way to the hoop.
Oh.
A lot of contact, no call. Wells got the rebound, couldn't get it to go. 3 Bear Lake Bears are on the floor. Pelto, the only one back on defense, and she forces the miss, and the rebound goes out of bounds. That was a 7-on-1, it seemed like.
Oh.
Wells got back there late, but the layup was missed courtesy of Pelto. That's hustling, because it was 3-on-1 is what it actually was. But Preston gets it back courtesy of the out of bounds. Harris, deep 3, no. Rebound, Careens clear out to Keller, now to Wakely. Wakely over to Keller. Keller will drive, shoot, miss. Rebound to Wells. It was a good look. Nice runner down the lane, but the teardrop doesn't fall. And Humphreys come back out to Pelto. Pelto to Wells, top of the key. Wells over to Skinner. Skinner around the screen. We'll come to Hunter, now to Pelto. 16-second shot clock, up top to Wells. Tries to go underneath to Hunter, pass taken away by Keller. Keller quickly up ahead to nobody because it was too high for Jones, and it goes a Preston turnover. Skinner will come to the bench. Walker replaces her with 2:25 left in the first half. So Pelto out there with Wells, Humphreys, Hunter, and Walker. Humphreys with it. She'll go around the screen. Pick and roll's not there, so she goes up top to Hunter. Hunter to Pelto. Pelto around the screen. She'll go to Hunter baseline. Hunter drives, shoots, no good, but she'll go back to the southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Good move by Hunter to draw the foul as she was too far underneath to get the bucket to goal, but she'll go to the foul line anyway.
That goes on Keller, her second. 15 foul.
So Bears will shoot the rest of the half from the southeast Idaho Steel foul line, and Avery Hunter, yes, it hit the back of the rim, the backboard, the front of the rim, the back of the rim, both sides of the rim, and finally went in.
Yeah. White in for Keller.
And Hunter gives the Bears a game-high 12-point lead at 24-12. And this time, just a little bit long, and misses. Harris with the rebound. And Wakely with the ball in the backcourt. She'll come to Jones, who's got 9 of their 12 points. Up top, Harris. Now Wakely. Wakely shoots the 3, misses. White gets the rebound to Jones. And ball goes through the hands of Whiteley, and Pelto will pick it up. The Bears crowd wants a foul. I think the official saw it as just, hey, both girls hustling for a loose ball as Pelto had lost the dribble. Humphreys with the ball. Nice lob to Wells. Oh, they say she traveled first. Would have been an and one, but they say she took steps.
Bamey in for Pelto.
With 1:33 left in the half, the Bears lead is 12 at 24-12. And Jones and Wakely playing catch with it in the backcourt. Now they get it to Harris. Ooh, that was close to a travel.
Yeah. Our coach was just kindly pointing that out.
Jones is Coach Wells is in the ear. And three-point shot is missed, but a foul away from the ball.
That foul goes on Humphreys, her first.
Non-shooting because it was away from the ball, so it'll be Preston ball on the baseline. Jones will lob it in to Walker, and then Wells will run it down as both the Preston and Bear Lake players that were nearest the ball assumed that somebody else was going to get it. Nobody did. Nice pass, Hunter
dish.
Wells. That one's good. 26-12. Bears lead now 14 with 1 minute left in the half. Wakely to White, and Hunter will take it away. If she wouldn't have, Humphreys would have, because that was a great defensive play by the Bears. Lob inside, intended for Walker, goes out of bounds off of Jones. It'll be Bear Lake ball. 48.5 seconds left. 31-second shot clock. If you're John Stockton, you do a 2-for-1 right here. Let's see if the Bears get the 2-for-1 or if they just settle for whatever's easiest. Hunter in the corner to Bamey. And now across the top it goes to Humphreys. Humphreys looking for Wells. We'll get it to her at the foul line. Wells drives, shoots, and no good. The rebound is taken by Harris with 29 seconds left. So Preston can work for one if they choose to. No shot clock. Harris comes to Wakely. Over to White. Back up top, Wakely. Corner to Jones. She'll shoot the 3. Misses this one. It goes off the rim and out of bounds. Bear Lake basketball, 13 seconds left. Let's see if the Bears will work for the last shot here with 13.4 left and a 14-point lead at 26-12. There's been some excellent defense in this game by Bear Lake, only allowing 12 points. I think they've only allowed one made 2-point bucket. Walker up top, Bamey to Humphreys. Humphreys for 3, no good, and that's going to be the end of the first half as Humphreys' 3 goes a little bit long, and after one half of play, the Bears lead it by a score of 26-12. And we will take a 2-minute break, let Lisa catch her breath and work up the stats, and we'll come back with the first half stats right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff, like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, you know, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
Hi, I'm Trevor Jacobson. I'm a family practice provider here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. After graduating high school at Bear Lake High School, I went to BYU, Idaho to play baseball. After a year, went on an LDS mission to Chile. Ended up going to medical school at the University of Utah. Did family practice in Salt Lake City. Worked in Hawaii for a time, and then back here when this job opened up. Being able to practice back here has always been a dream. I've been working here at the hospital for almost 10 years. What I like about family practice is you get to see a little bit of everything. And in a rural setting, you get to do a lot of things that you don't normally get to do. My passion's spending time with my family, particularly outdoors. A lot of whitewater rafting in the summer, snow skiing in the winter. What makes me feel good at the end of the day is just connecting with my patients. We look forward to seeing you and taking care of you.
Your home for the Bear Lake Bears. This is SVI 4 and The Wave, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Here at halftime on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard, the Bears lead the Indians by a score 26-12 as you're watching the Fidels perform, the Preston Indian dance team. They're doing hip-hop routine, and it's been entertaining.
Oh, they're good. Really good. Fun to watch.
There's not as many dance teams around anymore. Bear Lake hasn't had one for a couple of years. Not a lot of the other schools we go to have them anymore, so it's kind of fun to watch one. All right, first half, the first quarter was all Bear Lake. They led it by a score of 12-4 at the end of the first quarter. Did not allow a made basket in the first quarter by Preston. All 4 points came via the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Then in the second quarter, Jones got hot, put up a couple of threes. She has 9 of their 12.
Yep.
And that's how we get to a score of 26-12. And now that they're done dancing, Lisa can focus on the stats because she was enjoying the dance routine.
They're really good. They're fun to watch. Okay, yeah, the Preston Indians, again, Jones with 9, Keller with 2, Whiteley with 1. That's their 12. They're shooting 18% overall. They're 1 for 9, which is 11% from the 2-point range. 2 out of 7, 28% from the 3-point line, and they're 66%, 4 for 6 from the foul line. And all 4 of those points were the first 4 points they scored in the game right off the bat in the first quarter. So they have 14 rebounds at the half. 4 are offensive, 10 defensive. And as far as foul trouble goes, Keller, Fulmer, and Harris, all 3 with 2 fouls each. Whiteley just with 1. For the Bear Lake Bears, our high score so far, Crockett with 8. She's having a great night, and I'm going to contribute some of that aside from her just incredible talent and being in the right place at the right time. Wells with a bunch of assists to Crockett.
2 of those, at least 2 of her buckets, if not 3, have been assists from Hallie Wells.
Yeah, so great night for Crockett with 8 points. Skinner has 5, Alleman with 6, 4 for Wells, 3 for Hunter. That's their 26 points. They've got 37% shooting overall. They're 50% from the 2-point range, 8 out of 16. Lacking a little bit in the 3-point line. They have taken 8 3-point shots. Only 1 of those has fallen so far in the first half. That's 12%. 77%, however, from the foul line, 7 out of 9, and they've had plenty of opportunities at the foul line.
Yes,
so
they've got
they're
themselves
doing great
to that Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Another great effort as well by Alleman getting to the foul line and cleaning up the boards. She has played fantastic basketball for a long time, but especially the last about 4 or 5 games, her game has just been taken to another level.
I would agree.
She has taken it a step forward, and that's huge for this Bear Lake team. as they're a talented team anyway, but the way that she's been playing, Desiree Allman has been playing, has been fantastic to watch. As she's getting to the hoop, she's getting a lot of fouls, and she's getting a lot of rebounds and tipped balls. Just fantastic effort from her.
Yeah. The Bears do have 17 rebounds in the first half, 6 offensive, 11 defensive. 4 assists so far for Wells. I also have Hunter, Humphreys, and Alleman each for an assist. As far as the fouls go, Bamey, the only one in any kind of foul trouble. She has 2. Walker with 1, Alleman, Humphreys, and Wells each with 1. The Bears only had 5 turnovers in the first half, and the Indians with 9. The Bear Lake Bears outscored the Preston Indians 12-4 in the first quarter and 14-8 in the second quarter. Halftime score 26-12.
It's interesting. You look at the scoreboard, and not that 26-12 is a close game, but it doesn't feel as close as it is, if that makes sense. It feels like the Bears have been in control the whole time. They went through a long period towards the end of the first quarter. They went over 4 minutes without scoring any points. And it was with a minute left in the first period, it was 8-4.
Well, what's even more amazing to me about what you just said is they went 4 minutes without scoring, and they still have a 14-point lead.
Yeah. 26-12. Coach Wells is going to be happy with the defense in the first half. A few things to work on offensively, but we got about 2.5 minutes before the second half tips off. We'll take another 2-minute break. We'll catch our breath and bring you the second half right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake High School sports on SVI are presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Mountain Valley Dental, creating healthy smiles for Bear Lake Valley and beyond. Lenhart Distributing, proud to support the Bears. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Southeast Idaho Steel, locally produced steel signs and fixtures. And Sampson's Island Grill at 253 South 4th Street in Montpelier.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Bear Lake will start with a 14-point lead at 26-12 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Bamey out there with Alleman, Skinner, who she just tips it to after she stumbles, Wells, Crockett, and Alleman, and all 5 of them touched the ball. And what did we say about?
She got another foul. She drew another foul. She's really good at it. Smart.
Great pass by Crockett to get it into Alleman. And then Alleman goes up and gets herself back to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
Harris picking up her 3rd foul.
Southeast Idaho Steel for all your needs. If you want one of those awesome-looking steel signs that you see people have in front of their house, over their ranch, get a hold of Southeast Idaho Steel.
Great. Nora Jones coming in.
And Alleman goes 2 for 2 and extends the game high lead to 16 at 28-12.
That's incorrect. It's Whiteley. Sorry.
So Wakely goes to Keller. Keller lobs it up high to Whiteley, and is tipped away by Crockett, but she can't save it before it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Preston basketball with a 26-second shot clock. They'll inbound from their own baseline. They'll get it out to Whiteley. She comes around the screen. Three-pointer on the way. And that was affected but not blocked by Skinner. Skinner has had one of those games where we haven't mentioned her name a lot, but she's just doing everything right.
Yeah. Yep.
She's always in the right place on defense like she was right there. She didn't block the shot, but she got her hand up and affected the shot. She has made a three-pointer. She's done her job tonight. And speaking of her, three-point shot on the way, leaves it short. Rebound is going to be taken by Keller, and then it's thrown away. Keller led Jones just a little bit too much, and the referee, who's part of the court, was between Jones and the ball, so it goes right back to Bear Lake.
Here, you can get out of the way, he says.
So Bamey, with a fresh 35-second shot clock, sets the offense for the Bears between the circles. She'll dribble right elbow and go down towards the corner to Alleman. Alleman out now to Skinner. Skinner inside to Alleman, kicked it to Wells. Bamey, three, corner, no good. Rebound, Skinner. Nice pass to Alleman. Wow, what a find by Skinner. On the rebound, Alleman with the bucket. They're smiling at each other because that was not an easy bucket right there. And Skinner almost gets the steal. Goes inside to Keller, and Bamey will knock it away from her, but I think they're going to whistle her for the foul.
Yep, that's her third. You don't hear that very often.
She gets...
She's always in there hustling, but not very often does she get that foul call. All right, they're going to replace her with Boston Pelto.
In fact, she probably deserves a few more whistles than she gets.
Probably.
I love the way she plays. She's a hustler.
I do too.
Jones will bring it into Whiteley. Quick three on the way. Rebound to Wells. That looked good.
Yeah, it did.
And Wells just got away with a double dribble. None of the three officials were in a position to see it. It was very obvious to those of us that had a side view. Nice pass inside Alleman to Crockett to Wells. Nice ball movement. Wells with the runner. Assist to Crockett. She only took one dribble, so it still counts as an assist. Quick timeout as the Bears have pushed the lead to 20 at 32-12. They've outscored the Preston Indians 6-0 in the half. And a full timeout taken by the Indians. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SBI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
The key when you break the rules is just to act like you didn't.
Just act like you know what you're doing. Get rid of the ball as fast as you can.
Holly Wells knew she had double dribbled, but she just kept going. None of the three officials were in position to see it. She got the pass away. Her father, Coach Wells, grabbed his head, would have pulled out any hair he had, but they got away with it.
He almost gave it away. She did not. She played
Keller
well.
tries baseline, kicks it to Wakely in the corner, who comes back up top to Jones, who has 9 of Preston's 12 points. In the corner it goes to Whiteley, now back up top, and then in the corner to Wakely. Wakely drives, cut off, double team. Keller can't get it to go. Whiteley with the rebound, put back, does not go. Wells will secure the rebound for the Bears. Couple good looks there for the Indians, but nothing will fall. They've only got one made 2-point basket in the game. Oh, what a pass. Crockett, Wells, assist for Crockett. Wells with the bucket. Everything going for the Bears in the second half. Their lead is at game high 22 at 34-12.
They're reversing their roles they played in the first half.
Three-point shot on the way by Wakely. And there's a Phillips 66. You save Phillips 66 3-point make. Live to the full where your convenience is our pleasure at USAVE Phillips 66. Wakely with the 3, and it's 34-15. Skinner to Alleman. Alleman with the dribble handoff to Wells down the lane. Wells will kick in the corner. Skinner. She just answered the 3. Yep. Bang. There's another USAVE Phillips 66 3-point make for Cortland Skinner. 37-15. As the Bears have picked up the offense here in the third quarter, already 13 points here in the quarter, and we've only played 3 minutes. Wakely directing traffic, looking for some help. She'll go back to Jones. Jones in the corner to White. White for three, no good. Wells all alone for the rebound. She'll bring it in the front court. And thought she had Crockett for a minute. Instead, she'll go to Skinner. Skinner back up top to Wells. Now Wells will hand off to Pelto. Pelto dribble hand off to Alleman. Alleman down the lane. Nobody stops her, so she just lays it up and in. Nice move there by Desiree Alleman.
She says, you'll either let me make it or you'll foul me again. I'll go in.
There's another three-point miss. A quick shot there by White. And the rebound to Wells. Up ahead to Crockett.
Beautiful.
Oh, can't get it to go. She was just a half a step too far underneath the hoop. Couldn't get it to go. The rebound to Preston. And Jones will set the offense. Bears in control, up by 24 with 4 minutes left in the third period. White with the runner doesn't go. Crockett with the rebound, and Skinner will bring the ball into the front court. Still the stat of the game. One made two-point shot in the game for the Preston Indians as Alleman nearly loses it but gets it to Wells. Now to Skinner, out to Alleman. Shoot the three.
Why not?
No good, but the rebound almost secured by Pelto, but now White comes up with it. It's a 5-on-4 as Crockett went to the floor, and then I thought that was going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, I did too. They called that on Alleman. That's going to be her second. We're going to do a hockey line change almost here.
Pelto.
Everybody but Wells coming off the floor.
No, everybody but Pelto.
Sorry, you're right.
So Walker, Romrell, Hunter, and Humphreys check in, and Fulmer is back out there for Preston at the same time. Jones with the runner. That's only the second two-point make of the game for Preston. Jones has 11 of their 17. She's been their lone highlight in this game. Is Romrell gets it to Pelto. Now to back to Romrell and to Humphreys. Humphreys is going to drive baseline. Kick it back up top to Pelto. Pelto now to Walker. Hunter baseline. Hunter spins, comes back up top to Walker. Now to Pelto. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Romrell, Pelto looking for the pick and roll. Not there. Romrell straight away three. No good. Almost. Rebound will go to Keller. Not a bad looking shot considering that was just to try to beat the shot clock there. Keller all the way down the lane. Runner's no good. Rebound to Hunter. Preston is speeding up their offense. They're taking a lot of shots early in the shot clock. As Romrell will go to Pelto, run the pick and roll. Nothing there. So she'll just bounce it in the key to Romrell. She'll come up top to Pelto. Pelto now to Hunter on the foul line. Pelto drives baseline. Now it's bounce pass out to Hunter, who's going to drive, shoot, score. Nice move by Hunter to go down the lane and push the lead back to 24 at 41-17.
Pelto picking up an assist there.
Only 5 points in this second half for the Preston Indians. Wakely will go to Keller. Keller's going to go down the lane, scoop it up over Humphreys. No good. Rebound taken by Romrell. Nice job there by Romrell to secure that one. She'll go to Pelto, and the Bears will bring the ball into the front court and go to Hunter on the foul line, running the pick and roll action now with Pelto around the nice pass by Pelto. Oh, she tried to get it to Humphreys off the leg of Keller, out of bounds. It'll still be Bear Lake basketball.
All right, and coming in for Preston, you've got White, Harris,
and Knapp.
Replacing Wakely, White.
And Keller.
Whiteley came in for White.
Pelto around the screen. She'll go to Romrell. Romrell is going to bounce pass it to Pelto, set the screen. Pelto will have to come back up top to Walker. Walker runs it down. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Humphreys shoots the three. It was partially blocked. That was a shot clock violation on the Bears. Humphreys just had to chuck it up there. And that's twice the Bears have had to throw up threes at the end of the shot clock. But with the 24-point lead late in the third quarter, you can afford to waste time on offense. Burn clock is a better way to say that than waste time. Fulmer Up top goes to Whiteley. Sorry, that's White.
Oh,
now to
that was
Jones.
close.
Jones will lob it into Knapp. Knapp's going to drive, shoot, miss it. Rebound to Humphreys, and she's tied up by Harris. It'll stay Preston ball, so that means Bears will get the ball to start the fourth quarter here in 37.8 seconds. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Preston as it doesn't reset. They'll come up top to White. White will dribble, be cut off. Now to Fulmer. Fulmer will dribble, throw it up over the top of Hunter, and it hits the back of the backboard for out of bounds. No shot clock. The Bears will have 28.7 seconds left. They can take the last shot of the quarter if they want. They lead this quarter by a score of, I think, 17-5. Ball goes to Hunter. Hunter to Pelto. Pelto's shot is blocked. Rebound, finally taken out of there by Jones. She quickly goes up ahead to Fulmer, and Fulmer is fouled. They just got their feet tangled up.
All right, Humphreys with her second.
9 seconds left in the third period here. So Preston does have time to work for a good shot. They'll shoot a quick one, though. White will shoot the three. It rims out. Rebound is going to be a jump ball. That's unfortunate for Bear Lake.
Yeah.
Only 4 seconds left.
Yep.
That's as good as a turnover because that means Preston will start the fourth quarter with it. Pelto back to Walker. Walker will shoot from half court. Not even close. And that's the end of the third quarter. But the Bears dominate that third quarter. They lead it going into the fourth by a score of 41-17. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 30 seconds here on the SVI Sports Network.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh?
Yep. Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour.
Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds.
Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard.
You drive in a circle.
You don't even steer.
Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old. Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
High school sports coverage lives here on the SVI Sports Network. Let's get back to the game.
The Bear Lake Bears will bring their starters back out as we start the fourth quarter. Baby Skinner, Alleman, Crockett, and Wells, and they're joking with each other as they walk down to the opposite end of the court because Preston will have the ball to start this fourth quarter. Preston comes out with Harris, White, Whiteley, Wakely, Knapp, and Fulmer. So that means 6, and you can only play with 5. I'm not sure who's not supposed to be out there. So Fulmer, I think, is the one that's going to take a seat as 6 Preston Indians try to take the floor. Wakely now to White, back to Wakely, to Harris. They want to go to the interior, and it's just not there. And just working around the perimeter, Wakely, Harris, and White playing catch with it. Finally baseline to Whiteley. Now back out to White for 3. No good. Knapp with the rebound. Her shot is blocked, and the rebound goes to Wells. Wells throws it up ahead to everybody, and Bamey's the one that picks it up. That went in the middle of 3 Bear Lake Bears. And Bamey's the one that stops and picks up the ball. Nice pass inside to Wells. Wells up, no good. Rebound is taken by Harris for the Indians. She'll hand it to White. White will dribble all the way down the lane, and her shot was blocked by Wells, and Alleman will come away with the rebound. 2 made 2-point buckets in the game for Preston. That's what you call defense. As Wells with the nice pass to Crockett. Another assist to Wells, another bucket for Crockett. She's in double digits. She's got 10. And it's 43-17 now. Up top it goes to White. She thinks about the 3. She'll dribble and kick it back out to Harris. Harris will shoot the 3. Freshman misses. Rebound will go out of bounds. It will be Bear Lake basketball. They say it was last touched in there by White.
Fulmer coming into the game now for Harris.
Bears lead is 26 at 43-17. This has been a game of defense.
Yeah.
The Bears defense has been phenomenal in this game. Alleman and Crockett have 10 points each. Bamey looks to the sideline, gets a play, sets it up. Now to Skinner on the elbow. Skinner will come back out to Bamey, now to Alleman. To Bamey, inside to Wells. Triple team, so she'll kick to the corner for Skinner. Skinner will say, thank you very much. I'll shoot the Phillips 66. You save three-pointer and make it 29-point game.
She has 11.
And now a turnover on the inbound. Didn't even see what happened there.
I didn't either. I was looking at the scoreboard.
Bears lead is 29. Skinner has 11. They only have her for 9 up there.
She has 11.
She's got a couple of those You Save Phillips 66 three-pointers. Now Crockett with a nice move. And that'll be a running clock the rest of the game as Crockett has a dozen. It's 48-17. 6 minutes left in the game. The clock will not stop unless the coach takes a timeout now because it's a 30-point lead. This is second half has been all Bear Lake. Three-pointer up and no good. Wells will get the rebound. That was White. Quickly up ahead. Skinner to Crockett. Crockett, no, but she's fouled. She'll go back to the the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
White with her first foul.
And the Bear Lake Bears will clear the bench after this foul shot. All 5 subs. 5 of the 6 that are available. Paisley Lloyd is on the end of the bench and available today. And it looks like Crock is going to be the leading scorer for the Bears because that gives her 11. Yeah. She's got one more foul shot, and the rest of the starters are going to take a seat for the remainder of this game. And the Bears lead it by 32, 49-17. Like I said at the beginning of this game, this is kind of a barometer game. Crockett goes 2 for 2, and now she'll take a seat. Just a week ago today, these Preston Indians beat Marsh Valley in overtime. And today, 1 week later, the Bear Lake Bears have led from the opening tip. They went up 8-0 before Preston got on the board, and they now lead at 50-17 with just 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this one. And Jones has got 11 of the 17 points. She gets it back to Keller. Keller's shot is no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Hunter. It'll stay Preston basketball. Harris is going to replace White for Preston. And the inbounds comes to Harris, and she fumbles at baseline. And then Humphreys goes to the floor to grab it.
She's holding her arm.
Funny bone, I think. She's looking at her elbow. But it stays Preston basketball. Wakely is fouled, they're going to say.
Pelto got her on the arm. That'll be Pelto's first.
Only the first of the fourth quarter, and with the running clock and 3:53 left, probably not going to be much of a factor. Fulmer loses the inbound pass, runs it down near half court, but then, she gets it to Keller.
Yeah, good save.
Nice hustle play there by the Indians. Harris will go to Jones. Jones will bring it back to the top. Jones has 11 of their 17. Keller now drives, shoots, leaves it short, gets her own rebound, and that one hit every part of the rim and rims out. And then the rebound was taken down by Humphreys. She's tied up. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Nice rebound there by Humphreys. She was in the middle of a triple team. And she comes down with it. And it'll be Bear Lake basketball with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left. Bears lead at 50-17. All Bear Lake in this one. Preston played good defense for most of the first half, but then in the second half especially, the Bears have turned on the offense and pulled away. Romrell up top to Humphreys, corner to Walker. She drives, she shoots. No good. Hunter with the rebound. Her putback, no good. Humphreys with the rebound. She's fouled. She'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. She'll shoot a pair.
That one goes on Harris, her fourth. Oh, no, it's her fourth.
And we're going to have to do a short-ish wrap-up here at the end of the game.
They've got a boys' game coming up next.
Yep, Mountain Crest, and they're wanting our table. They're not pushing us out yet, but I know we were told pregame that Mountain Crest was wanting this table. Humphreys makes the first. 51-17. And Abby Humphreys, the junior, will have another. Her second foul shot is no good. Rebound taken by Keller. Quickly up ahead to Fulmer. Her shot is no good, but she'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. They say Hunter hit her on the way up.
Hunter's first foul.
The Mountain Crest Mustangs out of Cache Valley here to play the Preston boys team right after we get done. And the first foul shot from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line for Fulmer is good. Two two-point buckets in this game for Preston. That's it. Everything else has been three-pointers and foul shots. And they've only got 3 3-pointers. And that second foul shot is missed, but the rebound goes to Jones. Her runner is no good. Rebound to Humphreys. And she's fouled. She chucked it out of bounds off of Preston Indian anyway, so it would have been Bear Lake basketball. But they call the foul. So the Bears, with 1 minute left in the game, can walk it into the front court. Humphreys. Baseline to Romrell. Back to Humphreys. Humphreys tries to drive. Ball goes off the foot of a Preston Indian. Picked up by Jones. Jones all the way to the hoop and blocked by Hunter. Goes out of bounds off of the block. But Hunter with nice defense to avoid the foul, but blocked the shot. She had the rebound too, but before it bounced back up to her hand, it hit out of bounds. So Jones gets it in. Fulmer, deep three, no good. Jones will run down the rebound. She'll drive baseline, be cut off there. Whip it back out to Harris with 23 seconds left. Wakely back to Harris. Harris will shoot the three. Yes, it's good. There's a Phillips 66U save, 3-point shot. And that's going to probably be it. So Preston's going to finish the game with 2 made 2-point shots. That's it. And that's how you lose the game by 30, is by only being able to make 2 2-point buckets. And I'm going to attribute that more to the Bear Lake defense than to Preston's offense.
Yeah.
Okay, quick wrap up as the Bears win it by a score of 51-21, a 30-point win on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Who did the scoring for the Bears? The Indians.
Jones with 11, followed by Harris with 3, Wakely with 3. Keller had 2, Fulmer with 1, Whiteley with 1. They shot 14% overall, 23 shots taken from the 2-point range, only made 2, like you said, 8%. 4 out of 18, 22% from the 3-point, 5 out of 8, 62% from the foul line. For Bear Lake, Crockett finished with the high score, 14, 12 for Alleman, followed by 11 for Skinner, 8 for Wells, 1 for, 5 for Hunter, 1 for Humphreys. 40% overall shooting, 53%. They were 15 out of 28 from the 2-point range. 3 out of 16, 18% from the 3-point, and 12 out of 15, 80% from the foul line. Bear Lake, 34 rebounds. They had 3 steals. Great night for them. Wells finished with 5 assists. She had some beautiful passes inside to Crockett. And, great night overall for everybody.
Yeah, we're not going to name a player of the game. I'm just going to say Bear Lake. Because there's 3 or 4 of their starters. And the only one I'm not including that is Bamey, and she had a great game. Yeah. She just was a lot quieter tonight than the other 4 starters. But what a phenomenal team effort. Yeah. And the Bears just played a great basketball game, come away with a 30-point win. And the player of the game, the team, because it was a team effort. There was almost an assist for every bucket. The Bears played great team basketball, got another win. They win it by 30, so thank you. Hallie back in the studio in Afton doing the producing. Haley doing the producing back in Afton. Ray Henry, our cameraman, and
Lisa Hillier.
No, in the radio station. Kathy back at the radio station. Which was Kathy or Willow. Kathy back at the station bringing you the audio. And for everybody else on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Lisa Hillier.
And Jared Hillier saying good afternoon, everybody.
Goodbye.